According to political analyst Prince Mashele, the three runner-ups for the position of the presidency of South Africa for the 2027 conference is MASHATILE MBALULA, it's this one, Paul MASHATILE, and also Patrice Motsepe might be. Listen to this guy as he tried to explain with his political professional knowledge about this game that is to be played around the presidency for 2027. That is Prince Mashele's analysis.
Paul MASHATILE wants to be president of the ANC and of South Africa as in yesterday. He wants it now. He is already making moves. I mean, you may have seen in the recent past, by the way, he has become bolder in making pronouncements relating to the GNU, what he prefers and what he doesn't want.
True.
He actually has made it clear that he doesn't want the DA in the GNU. He never behaved like that before.
True.
Why he's behaving like that? He knows Cyril Ramaphosa is weak now in his second term. Number two, he is positioning himself to be the next guy. So he's mobilizing factions within the ANC to be behind him because they must view him as the next guy. So Cyril Ramaphosa, if he survives, he will survive as ANC president. Obviously, he's going to be voted out in 2027 December. In December. And he is not going to present the State of the Nation address in 2028. Zuma didn't present it, that State of the Nation address. They prevented it. They will prevent Cyril Ramaphosa when he's no longer president of the ANC. That's when the DA is going to be kicked out, my friend. Paul is a commander of thugs in the ANC. Thugs are more fierce when they fight. Moderates are moderate when they fight. Thugs are more determined, my friend. When they go to rob a bank, they go with rifles. They don't take nopkiris. Moderates take nopkiri. So President Balma is armed with a nopkiri. Paul is armed with an R1, AK-47. So because the thugs know that if there were to be a rational contest where people debate and they must present their cases and convince society, we would be beaten because society knows we are thugs. They fight dirty. And they know that that is the only way that can facilitate their entry into power.
Yes.
So they will fight hard. So those who support, who would support Fikile, the moderates, wouldn't be as dirty as those who support Paul.
Yes.
That's why Paul, I would argue, is a front runner.
Yes.
Number one. Number two, thugs can strike deals with other thugs. So the thugs who support Paul MASHATILE can strike deals with the thugs in MK. I mean, the MK is a party of thugs. I mean, you just have to look at the top and come down. All of the top guys in MK, just look at them carefully, you'll see state capture. We know, by the way, they are trying very hard to delete our memories. That we must forget that Jacob Zuma was once president of South Africa. He worked with the Guptas. They landed their planes at Waterproof. All of that, they stole money. They want us to forget that. But we won't forget. We know what they did. So the Paul MASHATILE thugs can strike deals with the thugs in MK. And they can do the same with the thugs in EFF. That's why those ones are front runners. But you know, a day is it's a long time in politics. Things can change. But that's my reading for now.
Patrice Motsepe, president of South Africa 2029. Possible?
He wants it. I know he wants it. No, I know he wants it.
Would he get it? Does he stand a chance?
No, his mistake, by the way. I once whispered to someone who would claim to be part of that project. I said, and it's a long time ago, he's been working on this thing for a long time.
Yes.
You know, if you see what he's doing with churches, if you see what he has been doing with traditional leaders, and even this CAF thing, by the way,
it's public standing.
I said to this person, go whisper into his ear. He must forget about the ANC. The ANC is a spent force. If he touches the ANC, he's not going to succeed. His mistake, in my view, is to think that in order for him to be president of South Africa, he must go via the ANC. The ANC has become so discredited in South Africa that anyone who associates with that party becomes hated by society. And for a reason, by the way, the ANC, the damage the ANC has done to South Africa, by the way, and to the image of black people is irreparable. So Patrice Motsepe, he has all the money. He could get it, by the way, if he was smart and he has good strategies. He could get it. Because politics, by the way, it's about two things. It's about three things, actually. It's about personality. He does have he's known, he's recognizable. There's no average South African doesn't know who Patrice Motsepe is. Yeah. So if you took me, for example, I'm not known, and you say, I want to be president of South Africa, some villagers say, where is this chap? Yeah. Patrice Motsepe is known. Number two, it's about what you are selling. Call it ideology. What is it that you are promising to society? Because society wants to get something. Tell them what you're going to give them so they can go vote for you. That strategies can sort out. It's easy. Number three is about money, and it's very important. You need a lot of money, my friend. You must buy as many t-shirts as possible, and as many streetwise too as possible, and hire as many buses as possible to transport people to rallies. That's how we do our politics. That he has, but he has made a tactical mistake associating himself and thinking that he must go through a hated party that has lost all credibility, the African National Congress.
What if they